is Joe and Tom from Drunkeness, the Sun.
Another fucking fun, drunk episode coming to you courtesy of Drunkeness, the Sun. And then your life's work could have been ahead of you. Tom and Joe from Drunkeness, the Sun.
Join us every week on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Spotify.
Yeah. Podcast that's about anything and everything under the sun.
Check it out.
Joe's drunk.
Yeah, we both are fucking drunk.
Stop it. But I did too and I forgot.
I mean,
that's what sucks. There's so many times. Oh, Bobba Fett.
Yeah, I know you've seen it.
So you have seen it?
I've stomached it all.
Stomach it all?
Yeah. And
fuck you. It was awesome. Now, granted, in my opinion with Boba, the Sand People storyline kind of got chalked real fast.
It did, yeah.
Because they focused on it, and then it was gone. They didn't focus on them no more.
Yeah.
And I get that. At the same time, and I get bringing Mando in, which was dope. Because I'm telling you what, I've said it. I've never said it on here, I don't think, but I've said it to people. I can never. What the fuck is his name?
Boba Fett?
No, not Boba Fett. Mandalorians. What's his name? It's not Fennec Shan. It's fucking like Finn.
The actor.
No, Pedro Pascal. No, the character's name. Because he has a name.
Yeah,
he's not named the Mandalorian.
Yeah, or Mando.
He's just one.
Yeah, he does have a name. I don't remember it, but
something Jin.
Yeah, something.
Jin something. Anyways, he's one of my favorite characters. But yeah, I still yet to bring his name to my face. Anyways, yeah, but so like when those last 3 episodes when it was focused on him, I was like, this is dope as fuck. But at the same time, I was like, but this was about Boba Fett. Why are we here? You know, so if it was like Tales of the Mandalorian, nobody would have gave a fuck then. That's what I'm saying. Nobody would have gave a fuck that it was not.
Wonder why they don't do that. Because back in the day, shows like that, like Highway to Heaven and Hulk and shit, they seldom connected. The episodes didn't really connect. It was just like a story. Sometimes
it was
they did.
Every week is a different story.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Seinfeld.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, just like that. But I'm saying like a more serious.
Yeah.
Like they were separate, and that would work great like that.
Yeah.
But now with the new series, they got to tell this long story.
Yeah, and fucking, I mean, to me, I was all in, and and honestly, I love that entire fucking show. Book of Boba Fett, I loved. The only thing I didn't love, and what I wanted to see happen was, I did not want to see Grogu come back so soon. I wanted Grogu.
He's money. He's money.
I know, and that's why they brought him back. Yeah. I wanted to see Grogu at the end of season 3 or the beginning of season 4 of Mandalorian. I did not want to see him back. Now, I was torn because seeing Luke Skywalker, one of my favorite characters. Skywalker and Vader are my 2 favorite characters. They're tied.
I mean, it's the story of them.
I love
it's their story.
But I love seeing him choose. I mean, not choose, but train. Grogu. I thought it was so dope as fuck. Now, when him and Ahsoka were together, I kind of found it weird. Like, there was something about it that was just weird to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because it's the meshing of the old school. Because he's legit, like, old school.
Yeah.
Looks like from fucking Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
And then you got this person who's from Attack of the Clones, the Clone Wars, and, the cartoon and shit. Yeah. It just kind of felt weird.
That's a newer story, even though it's supposed to happen
even
before.
though they're wrapped in together, because it was cool, because she's like, I knew your father. Yeah. You're so much like your father. Says some shit like that. I'm like, oh, you motherfucker. Like, because she saw Anakin before he was Darth Vader. Yeah. And then she saw him as Darth Vader. Because she fought him as Darth Vader.
Yeah.
In fucking Rebels. So, I love it all together. But some of it is just, I want to see Luke in his own series.
That would be cool.
I think it'd be cool. And I don't need to see him in Boba Fett, and I don't need to see him in Mandalorian. When he came to Mandalorian,
It should have been more special because they've kind of ruined it a little bit.
well, what I'm saying is the first time we saw Luke
should have been the only time.
for a minute,
Yeah.
for a minute,
For a while.
or unless you're going to give him his own series. Now, if you
Yeah.
give him his own series, then yes, give me all that shit. You know, fucking and it's same with like Train Grogu. Like I didn't want to see Grogu come back this soon.
Yeah, you wanted a little bit of.
But at the same time, when I see him, I'm like, oh, Grogu! You know what I mean? Like, seriously,
Yeah.
though. It's
Yeah.
like, I
I
don't
mean,
want to see him back so
but that's
soon,
everybody.
but I do want to see him back there
Yeah.
soon. And it's like, fuck, dude. It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, it is. It is. Now, I don't know. I'm really on the fence about Boba Fett. I'm on the fence.
I fucking loved it. And now, again, the last episode, I was like, I liked, and at the same time, I made fun of for a lot of reasons.
Okay.
One,
That was the best episode.
no, it
the
wasn't.
last
The
one.
best episode was, in my opinion, dude, the episode I probably watched the most.
Just the one just about Mandalorian? When they gave up
Well,
Boba Fett?
well, not just that one, but when they first brought in Black Kyrgyzstan, when Boba fucking when Boba first gets the Rancor, for some reason that episode I fucking watched the fuck out of it because it's the episode when when the Hutts come.
Okay.
And they're like,
they're
doom,
talking to him.
doom.
And them up on their thing. And
Yeah, and then Black Kyrgyzstan comes in and you're like, holy shit.
I
That
totally didn't know
dark
who you were
Wookiee.
talking about.
He's the Wookiee.
He's the Wookiee.
He's the Wookiee.
He's badass.
Dude, he's the scariest Wookiee I've ever seen in my life.
Now,
Like, straight up.
Did you know of this character before this?
I did.
Okay.
And the reason I know this, and I remembered that we were talking about this because I would bring my comics, and I have comic books that I got with, he fought Chewie, and he was in Vader down.
I'm sorry, Chewie would die. Chewie's
Yeah,
gonna
but Chewie
die.
put up a good fight. But,
Chewie's too lanky. He's like, "Brr."
I know he is. That dude's massive. That Wookiee's massive. But the thing was, when they brought him on Boba Fett, I was like, oh my god, where have I seen him? Because it didn't register. I was like, where the fuck did I see him? And I thought I read about him in a book. That's what I thought, and I think I have, but I just can't bring it up. But then after I watched that episode like fucking 4 times, and it just drove me nuts. So I went and got in my Star Wars comics. I was like, I bet he's in here, and it was. I got like 2 or 3 books
cool.
with that motherfucker in it.
See,
I was like, holy shit, I knew I saw this guy. I fucking knew it. And I'm telling you, dude, he's the scariest looking Wookiee I've ever seen in my life.
That is a great character. I do like that character.
He was dope as fuck.
He was.
The only problem with him is at the very end, when he's getting attacked by people, it's like, dude, why don't you start blasting fools?
Yeah.
Or start fucking knocking fools out? Like, he just sat there.
Electric.
I know, but he just sat there and let them come at him.
Yeah.
At the end, I mean, it's still funny because it adds to the comment. He's like, he's like, and he's got like people all over him. He's like, It's like, dude, you should have fucking snapped their necks and fucking like you did in the bar.
Yeah.
Like when he was in the bar, dude. I think what it is his eyes are like realistic as fuck. I don't know if they use a mask. I don't know how they do Black Kyrgyzstan of like makeup artist.
Makeup, yeah.
But the dude who plays him is a makeup artist. So I guarantee you he's the one who's fucking telling them how to fucking get it right.
Yeah.
But I got a feeling that they do like a circle.
Yeah.
And then like
do
this
the
is all
eyes.
his eyes. So
Yeah.
like when it's moving, it moves around. Because the way it looks real as fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like that character. I don't have any qualms with him. I had no idea who you were talking about because I never knew its name.
Yeah. He's the Wookiee.
Yeah.
Black Kyrgyzstan.
But to me, when
Kyrgyzstan. That's how you say it.
he was a gladiator,
Yeah.
from what I understand.
Yeah.
But when I was watching it, I just couldn't, like, I respect everything that you said about it, and I know why you liked certain things, but I just couldn't get behind it. It was just like, I thought coming in, Boba Fett was badass.
Yeah.
And then I saw this.
He gets ass whooped by numerous people.
Yeah. And I'm like, this is not the Boba Fett that I thought we knew. Because he's portrayed...
Well, the Boba Fett in Mandalorian, when we saw him in that one episode when he came in and got his armor back, that was Boba Fett, right? We're like, yes.
Exactly. And it kind of spoiled me because I was like, this is awesome.
This is what I'm expecting.
But then it wasn't. The series wasn't that.
No, because he was like more timid.
Yeah.
He wasn't angry.
No.
He was trying to take shit over.
Yeah.
And like,
and it was slow to me, and the Sand People stuff, I didn't like the Sand People stuff.
Oh, really?
I was like, this is like Dances with Wolves, but Star Wars. and that's not what I wanted.
That's exactly what it was.
It wasn't what I wanted or expected. Because I was expecting, Boba
See,
Fett,
for me, it wasn't.
Hunter. He's gonna be going and shooting, and it's gonna be Mandalorian.
No, I agree.
But
I get that.
Why they
I
couldn't
get that.
do it though, too, because they have the Mandalorian. They can't have two of the same show.
I know.
It would be the same show.
In the end, when you do watch, because I rewatched Mando season 2 just a couple weeks ago, and fucking. And you watch, that's why I love that character so much. Because he is like what everybody expected Boba Fett was.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's why, like, all the hardcore, like, all the fans who love Boba Fett from back in our time, like, before there's prequels and all that shit. Because we all loved Boba Fett.
But it was
like, he's so cool.
It was only based on very little knowledge from the movie. But he portrayed such badassness though.
Yeah,
just the whole
he
thing.
portrayed like you didn't fuck with him.
Yeah,
and
it came across that.
They said like he was very seldom spoken. Like anytime you have a character, in my eyes, anytime somebody who walks in a room who commands respect, and they say fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Or when they do talk, it's like, what did he say?
Yeah.
Fuck. You know what I mean?
And they did a great job in that original presentation of Boba Fett.
Fuck yeah!
And
and then when we expected
when we saw Mandalorian,
yes,
it was Boba Fett.
It was Boba Fett. Like that was, and still now, like in Boba Fett, Mando didn't take his mask off, not one fucking time. It's just like that's where in Boba Fett, he had his mask off quite a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, we want to see him with your helmet on, bro.
Fucking shit up. Yeah. But see, I just couldn't get behind it. But see, that's the thing. We've touched on it the whole time. Mandalorian was originally written as Boba Fett, and they didn't want to do it, or Disney didn't want to do it, or some shit.
Yeah, so they're like, fuck it, we're making this guy.
We're just making a Mandalorian. And they're like, okay, we can get behind that. But it's the same fucking thing.
It's the same character.
Yeah.
But, yeah, now we have this Boba Fett. You know
so the old man crime lord Fett.
Yes.
Basically.
Yeah.
And
but at the same time, like, I'm down for it, because...
The coolest thing about Boba Fett, that Wookiee, and the assassin chick. That series, that's what saves the series. The assassin chick and the Wookiee.
You talking about...
at the end, the very last episode that kills all those aliens in that bar.
Oh, yeah, her Finn Shinnick.
Whatever.
That
one.
Shinnick. Yeah, but you know what's awesome about Boba Fett is we saw Cad Bane in real life.
Oh, the alien guy?
The blue guy. Dude, Cad Bane. If you have not seen fucking Rebels or Clone Wars,
I've seen the guy.
He looks just like him. And it's
the voice actor, but not
it's not the right. It's the voice actor. Yeah,
just the voice.
But the way they do him is fucking dope, man.
Yeah,
fucking dope.
But see, that's the last couple episodes.
Yeah, he's only in it for 2 episodes.
But see, that's where it started getting good for me. If you can hang on for like 5 episodes, it'll be good. But I felt like the first 4 episodes just sucked.
Really?
I couldn't get behind it. I was like, this sucks so bad.
Why though?
I couldn't do it.
Is it because the Sand People shit?
No, it was that. It was slow. It was like he's trying to be Jabba the Hutt. If I wanted to watch Jabba the Hutt, I would have watched.
The only thing that I didn't understand, and again, I get a lot of my influences from Fat Man Beyond with Mark Bernardin, and he brings this point up all the time, and he's so right. It's like, why does Boba want to be the majority? Like, why does he want to be that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he worked for Jabba.
He wants to retire. It's an easy way to retire. Now he's the boss.
Like, I mean, I guess that's right.
Yeah. So
I guess that's right.
That's his retirement.
Makes sense.
And it's cool that he got the Rancor
That was dope.
The last episode was my favorite. It kind of saved the series for me because it was what I expected the series to be.
See,
a lot of action.
The last episode I had mixed feelings because, again, I kind of felt like some shit was corny as fuck. Like when the Rancor started climbing the buildings, I was like, what are we getting, a King Kong shit here? And he's like, "Mwah!" It was just like King Kong. I was like, get the fuck out of here, Rodriguez. Because that's who directed it. It was Robert. I love Robert Rodriguez. Mm-hmm. And he directed like fucking 4 or 5 of these episodes.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. I was like, I don't need to see that shit. Because it was so predictable. I'm like, oh, come on, seriously?
Yeah.
Because Boba lost power of the Rancor, and then, but what I thought was cool was Grogu controlling him. Now, that's a Sith power, and we've seen
know that.
And it is because the Sith used to control monsters and would create their own. The Sith would create their own monsters out of things that were living and infuse them with the Force, dark side of the Force, and create them. And then they would talk through them and like. But then again, the Jedi can fucking like calm someone down too. The Jedi does it too, but
it's different.
It's different, but I don't know. I've seen Grogu through the series of Mandalorian use the dark side of the Force when he choked out fucking what's her face, and fucking he did a couple other times. He used the dark side of the Force.
He's like a neutral. Those things could be like.
What I'm hoping for. This is what I'm hoping for. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping that he says, fuck the Jedi, fuck the Sith, and become his own thing and start a war against the galaxy himself.
Well, wouldn't that be a more appropriate balance if Jedis just did both instead of...
Yeah, but the problem is, here's the problem with tampering with the dark side, Joe, is it's very seductive.
Ooh, sexy. And,
yes, but it tempts you, and then it makes things easier. But then it costs at what costs. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
that's why you get ugly.
That's why you get ugly.
But is that the only drawback?
But you get just really cool looking. I mean, you look cool like Darth Vader. You know, sweet ass red sword.
What did you think about the choice, the armor or the lightsaber, like the Luke's thing to Grogu?
This is going to take a while. Because this answer has many layers to it. So the first thing was, when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is early Luke. Adhering to the dogmatic ways of the Jedi, where you must choose
this is getting deep
emotion.
Already. Jesus.
Right. So where the Jedi is choosing emotion over practicality and what's right and blah, 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 blah. You know, do you choose this and this and this? But then, because that's what I thought at first, I was like, well, he's just taking in the Jedi's ways, the teachings, because
he's still new.
He's still new, and he's trying to be a master because he's technically a master at this time.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know much about the Jedi. He studied with 2 fucking Jedi.
Yeah,
you know
not
what I mean?
very much, like a month maybe.
Yeah, and he destroyed the Emperor, who took out many Jedi. And he fucking showed Darth Vader the ways of the
and that's why you say he's the greatest or most powerful. Because
in my opinion, yes, because he was able to do that. And I'm telling you,
short span of time,
and he understood the Force and the way of the Jedi so quickly, right? Mm-hmm. But with that is you have the flaws of the Jedi, because the Jedi had flaws. Yeah. The flaws was you couldn't love no one, you couldn't, you're supposed to love everyone unconditionally. Well, there's flaws in that, because you do, as humans and as species.
But that's like monks and shit.
Yes. So.
I mean, it's just Lucas pulling from religion.
Yes. No, I agree. And so when Luke did that, I was just like, okay, it's fucking the Jedi. He's doing his thing, and he's recreating the Jedi Temple. He's trying to fucking redo it. Now, what I saw, again, I'm pulling from Fat Man Beyond, because they had a theory on there, and I was like, mind blown, because like that makes so much sense. because they're.
But what if it's not what the theory? What if it's not true though?
I think their theory is right because it's not a theory of the outcome of the story.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a theory of the outcome of what they think is going to happen in the future. It's a theory of what you feel like with those characters right then and there. And the theory was this. So, Luke presented Grogu with choose your friends or choose the Jedi, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yoda presented Luke with choose your friends or choose the Jedi. And Empire Strikes Back.
So it's kind of seeing like what type of Jedi he's gonna be, or
Yeah, because Luke chose his friends and went to Bespin.
Yeah.
Bespin got his hand cut off, but he was able to help Han because he, you know, and save Leia.
Boba Fett.
I know, right? But so Yoda was like, and Yoda and fucking Obi-Wan were like, if you go and save your friends, you're gonna fucking destroy the galaxy. His love for his friends and the appreciation for that life of the Force made him go and made him a better Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So Luke is presenting Grogu with the same choice. Now, Luke probably wants Grogu to go help his friends.
Oh.
Because that's what he did. And it made him a better Jedi. See what I mean?
See, I was
blow your fucking mind.
But see, when I'm watching it, I was like, man, this is a dick move, Luke. What the fuck?
But if you deep cut it like that, and you start thinking about it,
yeah, I was salty. I was like, Luke, this is shitty.
that's what everybody did. But if you think about it, that's what everybody was like. But if you think about it, Yoda did the same fucking thing to Luke.
I didn't think about that.
You know what
I
I mean?
remember that was like...
Yeah, because in Empire, he's like, you cannot help them. Do not help. He's like, but they would die, Master. He's like,
okay, yeah.
Then they will. You know? And he's just like, then that's the way of the Force. It's like, fuck the Force. I'm going now, motherfucker. I'm gonna save my friends. I'm gonna use the Force, bitch.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna fight Darth Vader, get my hand cut off, and reveal that he was my dad. So now he's like, I was faced with the same fucking predicament, Grogu. Do you want to go know who your dad is? Or do you not want to give a fuck and become a Jedi and fucking do this shit where we sit here by ourselves, jack off all the time?
But what if it is a test and it's presented to all Jedis, and if you choose the lightsaber, you're more likely to become a Sith?
Exactly. And that, my friend, was part of the point.
Oh, shit.
No, that's exactly right.
Huh. I mean, a lightsaber is more violent. I mean, it's not supposed to be, but that's their weapon.
That's a weapon.
You know, so.
But if you use that to solve problems, then you're prone to violence.
Okay, I appreciate that a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I still didn't like the beginning of the season. I did not. It felt like, you know what happened? This is how I felt, and I made jokes about it the whole rest of the time. When Mando showed up, I was like, they knew Boba Fett sucked too. It's time to get in Mando.
But see, the thing was, I would text my brother. I was like, how you like that episode? He's like, what, Mando and Friends? I was like, yeah. And that's what
I just felt like they got bored with Boba Fett. They're like, this guy's boring. He's trying.
I think they were trying to do too. I don't think they were trying to do too much, but I think they're trying to set up, and instead of finishing because they really didn't finish Boba's his story, because he killed those fucking gangbangers who he thought destroyed his family, but turns out it was the syndicate. It wasn't even them. Yeah. It's like, why would you not follow him some more about his turmoil of killing something? You know what I mean? Like, there's all kinds of reasons. That's why I agree with Mark Bernardin and Kevin Smith when they say it should have been called The Tales of the Mandalorian. Because then it would have made sense. Because then you could have finished Shan. You could have had all those stories. Yeah. And nobody would have gave... And then they could have intertwined. And everybody would have been like, oh my God, that was amazing. Instead, everyone was like, oh my God, they didn't use Boba Fett at all. You know what I mean? It's like, no, they did up until a certain point. You know what I mean? 4 episodes... They went 6 episodes before finishing it with Luke and them. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I'll try to watch the second season, but it didn't impress me. I know.
But I don't know if they're doing a second season of the Boba Fett.
I hope not.
But third season of Mando is going to come out, and then Obi-Wan Kenobi, it's out this year. That's going to be fucking amazing.
I'm really excited for that because what's his name?
Ewan McGregor's back.
Yeah,
it's going to be.
I mean, he killed it originally. You thought that
so
was the
did
original
Sir
one?
Alec Guinness, my friend.
No, in comparison, I was like, he stepped right in there.
Oh.
Like he knew what the character was kind of like based on previous, and was like, all right, I can do this, and he had fun doing it. Like you saw behind the scenes shit.
Fuck yeah,
he was having time of his life.
He had a time of his life,
so,
as any Star Wars fan would.
Oh yeah.
Because if you gave me a shot at being a Star Wars guy, you'd be like, hey man, you want to be a fucking Sith Lord? You're gonna get killed the second scene. Fuck, sign me up. Let's do this. I'm gonna get killed by a lightsaber. Who the fuck is to say that?
I'm gonna be a Sith.
I'm gonna be a Sith. Motherfuckers.
That would be cool. I don't know. I just couldn't get behind it. For me, if they don't make a second season, I'd be fine. I would be fine. I just couldn't get behind it.
I hope they do, because I would rather see it, because I think a second season would be all Boba and no.
Would it though? Or would they get bored?
I think it would though, man, because Boba just took over Tatooine.
A whole fucking town.
Well, most Tatooine. Yeah, so he took over most Tatooine.
Yeah, he's the mob boss of that town now.
Yeah, but he's not being a mob boss. He's more like he's taking over.
He's Robin Hood.
Yes. Yes.
I guess. I don't know. Old man Boba Fett just isn't for me. Just give me the old school. Give me the 2 lines in a movie Boba Fett before this one, because he just came across like he sucked. He came across like he sucked.
Well, here's the thing that I did get confused about. Okay, so in the beginning, which I loved, it showed him in the Sarlacc pit surviving. I was like, that is dope as fuck, right?
I like that.
And then when he escapes, right, and then he passes out, the Jawas take his armor. Now,
up until
hold on.
It's been good.
Hold on.
Good. I'm behind it.
What got me fucked up was, I even screamed at the screen. Boba, when he got Slave One back, and Fennec Shan got her fucking middle. He's like, I gotta get my armor, and she's like, okay, where are we going? He's like, the Sarlacc pit. I'm like, Boba, you escaped with your armor.
I caught that too.
So I was like, why is he going back in here? Is he that fucked up from not remembering?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I chalked it up with.
Yeah. Because he was pretty out of it when he got out.
He was out of it.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, the Jawas stole your fucking armor. It wasn't the fucking Sarlacc. And then he killed the Sarlacc, which was dope as fuck, because when he killed the Sarlacc, I was like, that is fucking fresh. But then he's like, where's my armor? We gotta go in there. I'm like, no, you fucking idiot. You got out of it with your armor. You passed out when Jawas took the shit. You know what I mean? That was my biggest qualm.
Yeah.
Out of all of that. Out of all of it. That was my biggest thing. It's like, you fucking retard. How do you not remember that you had it when you came out of the dirt? You know what I mean?
Because he had to have had at least some memory of crawling
something.
Out. Yeah.
Take the helmet off. He's like, Jesus! He's like, this fucking thing, it weighs a ton. Jawas here like, take two. He's like, ah! He's like, the Sarlacc still has it. And the Jawas are probably watching from distance like, what do you do?
It's like the lady in the theater.
Yeah. You idiot. Yeah, that was something I couldn't get over. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. Luckily, it was at the end of the season. Yeah. And I was like, okay, whatever.
What do you think of Mando's new ride?
I think it's fucking funny. One, because like at first I thought it was a B wing. I was like, Y wing. I was like, oh shit, he's getting a Y wing. And then they fucking started saying shit and started uncovering it more. And I was like, it's a Nabooian fucking starfighter. Ah, fuck, right? And then she mentioned something about being fucking a princess fucking thing. I was like, oh shit, it's Anakin's fucking Starfire. Because the one from episode 1, that's what Mando has. That's what he has. You know, honestly, I think the Razor Crest is way better.
I know you like that one.
Dude, I think it's my favorite ship probably. Besides the TIE Fighter, the Razor Crest in Slave 1, Slave 1 in the TIE Fighter was my shit. But the Razor Crest I think is even cooler looking than Slave 1.
Slave 1 drives a little weird in my opinion.
It's so dope though. Yeah. It's like
it's a little bit
you get
weird.
TIE Fighter like
Yeah. TIE Fighters are alright. They're all pretty
the
scary
Razor
to
Crest
drive.
is Razor Crest. I love that.
Is it the top of your ships?
Yes.
What about Millennium Falcon? Everybody loves Millennium Falcon.
That's why I don't.
Oh,
No,
you're one of those.
That's not no because I think it's a piece of junk. Like Luke said, that's a hunk of junk. You know, I like it as story wise because it always fails you, but it gets you there.
Yeah. Okay.
So every time Han Solo is like, "We're gonna make it," the Millennium Falcon's like, "No, you're not." You know what I mean? It's like, son of a bitch!
And it's all set up for Harrison Ford to lose his shit.
He's gonna lose his shit. So, like, I like it for those reasons, and for, like, you know what I mean? Like, movie reasons. But as a ship, and if I had to buy that fucking piece of junk, no way. Because it's failed me numerous times in the Kessel run. No fucking way, sir. Give me a fucking TIE Fighter, which I know the Emperor's like, is that TIE Fighter's working, Vader? They're all good.
But you don't get your whole family in the TIE Fighter. It's just you.
I don't need my whole family.
But if you're a bounty
I just
hunter-
need me. That's all I need.
But it's like a sports car where the Millennium Falcon's like a camper.
That's actually a pretty good analogy. Except instead of a camper, I would call it a fucking Chevelle. Not Chevelle, Chevette. Which one's the shitty one?
Or a wagon.
Or a rendezvous. No, what is it? Cavalier. A Cavalier.
I mean...
No, I would call it like a Chevy Chase fucking
But see, like
National Lampoon's
but like a camper, it's got
thing.
like a lounge and shit. You can hang out.
Well, the Falcon does too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. So it's like and it goes slow. Well, no, it's supposed to be the fastest.
guess that's why they made it an RV on Spaceballs.
Oh.
That makes sense. Makes sense.
We're on to something.
We're on something.
Oh shit. Well, any more thoughts on Mandalorian? Well,
Boba
turned
Fett?
into the Mandalorian.
Not until next season.
All right. That's all I got. I'm not looking forward to the next season. I hope it doesn't happen. Mandalorian Part 3 can happen. Or 2, 3? Whatever.
There's the third one.
It's third. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring it. It's fine.
I'm for any Star Wars, and I've seen shitty Star Wars. I've seen good Star
you see the
Wars.
Christmas special?
I've seen mediocre Star Wars. I say, dude, have you seen Ewoks?
Ewoks was cool.
Yeah,
Ewoks was cool.
but they're not great. So when you threw the fucking holiday shit up, I gotta go Ewoks Battle Indoor because that's just as bad. So,
But he got that little fuzzball guy that's fast. He was my
doesn't
favorite.
matter. It's just as bad.
Wasn't he just
But
like-
I will watch it. You know why? Because it's done Star Wars. I fucking love Star Wars to the day I die. I named my fucking kid after a Star Wars character, and I love it, man. So there's nothing that they can do, especially with Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. If they are in the helm, guiding it, I'm gonna watch it all day long, dude.
That other guy that you're talking about, not Jon Favreau,
Dave Filoni,
that guy, the
he's
older he
awesome.
gets, the more like George Lucas he looks. I think he's a George Lucas clone.
It might be.
I mean, because the older the guy gets, like when you watch him in the little series that they did for the making of the Mandalorian, like he looks like himself, but now you see him and he looks like George
Lucas. Just make sure that all the
But his passion,
the frogs look the same.
But his passion for Star Wars, he's where he needs to be.
Dude.
That guy probably beats George Lucas.
There's nobody on this planet that knows more about Star Wars
Exactly.
than Dave
So
Filoni.
he's in the right spot. That man is where he needs to be in life.
Yes, same with Jon Favreau. I love that guy.
He's good.
I've loved Jon Favreau since he got his ass whooped in UFC on Friends. Fucking love him.
He's a likable guy. Man,
Love
he's
him.
even in Marvel.
Yeah, he's
In Star Wars.
He's the daddy of Tony Stark. There we go. No, he's not the daddy, but basically because he's the one.
He's
He's the one who made Iron Man fucking pop.
What is his name? He's
Happy.
No, yeah, his name's Happy, but he's Alfred of Iron Man, kind of.
In front of the camera, but behind the scenes, he's more like, Kal-El of Superman. Whatever. Anyways, this was Drunk in the Sun, the podcast about anything and everything under the sun.
Oh yeah.
We talked about Boba Fett, Mandalorian, Grogu, Luke, Dark Side, Light Side. Why we love Star Wars, motherfuckers. So, like and subscribe. If not,
Oh yeah.
we'll catch you next time. Biatch. Thanks for tuning in to Drunk in the Sun. This is Joe and Tom.
Thanks for watching. Thanks to everybody. Like and subscribe.
Thank you all for subscribing and liking from Drunk on the Sun, the podcast about everything and anything under the sun.
So check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, and Instagram. We're posting new shit every week.
See ya.